Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to it serves as headquarters. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpoled Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
I think we've done rather a good thing here. A welcome change to gift this land a sliver of hope amongst so much despair.
Thanks for watching out for me. You lot could have tossed me back in the shadows.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers, too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is... Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Troops ready?
Ready enough?
The road to
Gods,
Baldur's
I
Gate is
can't
west
wait
of
to
the
be
town.
back on.
If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces. The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road. Listen, the psionic detector. Gith Yankee are lurking nearby.
Well, Wargas failed to kill you. I won't make the same mistake.
slow down.
Psionic detector alerted us to the Yankee attack. Looks like Voss was good for his word.
Dark justiciars who fell long ago in service of Shah and Ketheric Thorm.
I'll feel that one later.
Looks like an army marched through here.
It looks like a horde stomped past here.
Where's Shadowheart? I think she'll want a word.
Gods, you're beautiful. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds...
This was. I felt like I was suffering the agony of but then she.
Shadowheart looks distraught, abandoned by her goddess and all former allies. And as for her divine magic, admitting who empowers her.
You're lucky to have such Night Song. What she said to me. She took flight to hunt down Of course. What do you know about me? You spoke of my past. Being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shah's.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You
feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your...
No.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young. Impressed. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to... You may have once thought of them as You have been forewarned for what is to come. But not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before... Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. But I felt it call to me and mirrored.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What? See that your parents' sacrifices are not in...
No time to dally.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Something the matter? If you're sure. Fine.
So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city. Darling, I thought... Lead on.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster. The curse has been lifted, the land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketherick. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light. The Elder Brain. But more important, Netherese. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. That crown sits on a gargantuan... We need to learn more about what we saw. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is their collection. You'll have to forgive.
events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join power.
We're under attack. Help me. It's not over. Come to the skull.
That thing's about to blow.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Don't
important is ever easy.
Friend of death, you will be cleansed.
It's not over. Come to the skull. I need you, now. Help me!
No hesitation.
I can't hold them off much longer. It's not over. Come to the skull. I need you, now. It's not over. Come to the skull.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Oh, shit. A mind flayer?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help saved a child from a viper, back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me. The God. Destroy the God. They prevent me from Together, we can turn the tide. destroy the Honor Guard.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
I must regain control over the Githyanki prince.
Can't even catch my breath.
That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
A mind flayer? How is this possible? Gods, we've been so blind.
You grew attached to a mere disguise, but you judge without even knowing me. It's like I said before. I'm an adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the moment I found it, I felt a change. And found the gift. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. All I needed to do was subdue the Githyanki and find allies in Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prism. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Vlaakith will be finished. would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that. But this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel. But the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only... As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. I understand. Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced Elder Brain. Look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The Brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the Brain, and bring it under our control.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, that I do not serve Shah anymore. But I digress. Did you want something? Yes. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. We'd better press on for now. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Baldur's Gate is right over the hills. And so is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks. We will kill him, but there's more to it. Think about it. It sounds like Cazador, for all his evils, has gotten further than any of my kind ever have. He's on the verge of a miracle. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor. Doesn't it sound delightful? For the lucky little vampire on the winning side. After 200 years of shit, pure shit, I think I deserve something better. I know you do. It matters to me as well. I want to be able to protect you, too. All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend. You're too adorable. I'll be fine. I'm sure they'll bring back memories of so many pathetic years, but I'm much stronger now. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazadors change their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
I know it's all, but you...
Hi. I'm still looking for my mum, but, thank you for helping me. You were really nice.
Right before bed.
Just one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
I'm not asking for much. Just a teensy investment to get me started. What are you calling this new business?
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
It's up there and we're down here.
There is so
That's
much
why
room
we
in
need
that
to
name.
walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
I've been seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big...
They're stuck here with no coin
soon
and
enough.
nothing to do.
And you'll have anything
You're
you
going
want
to
for supper.
hire all the refugees.
All the treats you don't
Just
like.
like that.
This instant.
Never allowed
Cleaning, cooking,
Nowhere else to go, you heartless sod.
That's not my problem now, is it?
Get out of this.
now.
It's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
Oh, yeah? Gonna get your thugs.
Nearly there now.
Kid, are you?
You can see the city. Up on the hill.
It's not asking for more.
It's up there and we're down
Teensy
here.
investment to get me started.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
Huh?
One
What
foot
are you
in front
calling
of the
this
other.
new business?
Days.
And cheerful. Refugees for hire.
I know, little,
Right?
but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon
There is so
enough.
much wrong with that name.
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception.
Think about
As long as you stop
They're stuck
sulking
here
and
with no
start
coin
walking
and nothing
right
to do.
now.
You're going to hire all the refugees? Just like that? Of course! Cleaning, cooking, construction, the possibilities are endless.
Nearly there now.
Get out
You
of
can
this.
see the city. Up on the hill.
It's the right thing to do, isn't it?
It's up there and
Everyone
we're
deserves
down
the chance to make some coin.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
seeing that for days.
You're in my house.
I know, little, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon
Investment to
enough.
get me started.
Anything you want for supper.
Huh?
All the treats.
What are you calling this new
This instant.
Nowhere else to go, you heartless.
We'll make an exception.
My problem
As long as you stop sulking and start walking
There
right
is so
now.
much wrong with that name.
Did you realize the Red Caps had escaped?
If you don't get out of there, I'm going to have to make you.
Oh, yeah? Gonna get your thugs
Nearly
to
there
butcher my
now.
wife and kid, are you?
See the
That's
city.
not what I meant. But if you do insist on continuing to be...
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Denuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I don't see why I should be explaining myself. It's my property. They are on it, unlawfully.
Look, we needed somewhere to live. This place was empty and it had walls. I've got children for tears' sake.
This is my home. I may pride myself on my philanthropy, but I draw the line at being a halfway house.
This man's indignant demeanour barely masks a seething anxiety. There's more to this situation than he's letting on.
Look, time is money, and I'm losing both just standing here. Make your call, judge, before Zenobia makes it for you. But wouldn't you be on edge if your beautiful home had been defiled by such brazen interlopers? Fine, fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me. You've stepped on the guild's toes, and we'd like a little something to make it better.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
Just a little something. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. Oh, you know, it's shocking how many people opt for the hard way when the easy way's right there. Any last words? You're serious? Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
What do you get out of this? Well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin. What are you calling this new business? Cheap and cheerful. Refugees for hire. That's right. Mate, there is so much wrong with that name. More than a handful, less than a bundle.
How many red caps are in a handful?
Enough to clean Crimson's cage, but not enough to organize the animal.
Of course. He never travels without his friends. Let's go.
But the creepy monster thing.
Stinks of cheese. Between his piggy tap.
A circus! Can we go?
Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check.
Brain juice smells like piss and...
Oh, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the circus of the last days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
This city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Until now, your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love. Are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Oh, my love, how could I say no?
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. I see you. I see the bond between you. So tender, so fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Astarion, a tumultuous past, hides behind a mirthful grin. The heart is fraught, so let us begin with the joyous. When is he happiest?
Guilty as charged, sometimes literally.
Hear how your bond thrums with pleasure. Strong, vital, pulsing with affection. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what does he desire more than anything?
Oh, yes. Yes, please.
The sweetest loves dance lightly on the tongue, but now we must dig deeper, into the most painful reaches of the spirit. Fear sits in the soul of all. To tame it, we must name it. Astarion, what is his deepest fear?
Ha! Well, when you look this good... Well, you were right every time. I almost wish you hadn't been, but, you do know me.
How close you are. Two hearts beating a perfect rhythm. But I know the truth. Only one face haunts your dreams each night. Close your eyes, sweetness, and she will come to you.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's throne. Oh, have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. Oh, your bond will not save you. He will wrap its cord around your neck and make you swing from it. When you find the lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. And if I can seize that almighty power for myself, well, all the better.
Come,
All right, what now?
Prizes found only in the most exotic of places.
Someone there?
See! Come, mortals, and try your luck.
Let's go to the shadows.
Win prizes found only in the most exotic of planes.
Don't look now.
Will the wheel of wonders dub you worthy? Come, see! Come, mortals, and try your... Approach, ugly one! Ugly, hideous, vile! You are fortunate to have found me, freakish one. Behold! Akabi's Wheel of Wonders. Spin! To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. Let us see if you have luck's favor. Impossible! You thief! You cheated! You dare! Enjoy the jackpot, muley curd!
What in the hell? Ginny, where did you send me?
Never a dull moment.
Mmm. Mmm.
You realize she is miming putting on face paint.
Mmm. Mm. 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 Mm.
Keep your distance, Doc.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? Can we? I suppose we can. How could I say no? I do rather like that, you know. I don't know. But isn't it nice not to know? You're not a victim, not a target, not just one night it's better to forget. But then, whatever in the world could you be?
too good.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Good puns. Because clowns aren't enough of a horror already.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight? He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Way! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be? Who?
The hair on the back of your neck raises as a shiver passes through you.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
What? No, don't you dare. This isn't funny.
Oh, my heart! The enthusiasm is too much! Now, up, double sharp, or poor Buddy will think you don't like him. Right there! Oh, perfect!
Of course! What fun! I'm going to fucking kill you.
Now, you're very special. As special as can be. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute. So eager to bleed. Very well. Is this part of the show? Praise the Absolute.
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
Where do I go from here?
shapeshifter. Gods. Good. Oh, I killed a clown in front of a bunch of kids.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? We both know what it is capable of, but I'm not touching it. Good. I wouldn't have anyway. I had nothing for so long. Nothing. Not even my own body. I will not give it up. Now it's mine again.
Dribbles, why do you have to go missing now of all times? Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful... As much as I love a good murder, my customers don't. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? That's the spirit, darling. And good luck.
This is terrible. The circus is supposed to be a safe place. For us performers, at least.
Every sale, Papa Seti. Clown Man is dead. Oh well. Want a treato? I found it by the Clown Man's... It's a one-of-a-kind hand with artisanal bite marks. It's worth lots. All right. But don't tell nobodies I gave it to you. Junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstain free.
Oh, dribbles. My wife... But I'm sure a sizable contribution from an adventurer. Oh, my wife shall be delighted. Customs are her favorite, particularly when their facial structure is as unique as yours. Pockets a little empty? Worry not. I'm sure we'll find something in your budget. Nothing caught your eye? Oh, darling, don't forget that Dragonborn's order. It's due shortly.
Remind them that this is our city, and we don't take kindly to parasites.
What in the hells was that?
Never felt an earthquake in Baldur's Gate before. What the hells?
They let in another horde of refugees this morning.
When's it gonna from Dankalon's dancing acts?
I have secured a most excellent supply of
People starve here, starve there.
People will help. You'll see.
Before I saw the giant little monsters guarding the checkpoint.
You alright?
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
The worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
It is only right.
They spread like locusts.
We shed tears today, so we may shed blood.
So we should do
tomorrow.
nothing. Just wait for the next wave.
Rechtei hathran rust. Frey vald isk durovna. Frey vald iska blast.
You recognize the funeral rites of the Gur people, the same monster hunters you met in the Hag Swamp. Their leader is burning the possessions of those who have fallen.
Im orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun.
We have been looking for you. The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future. When we sent Gandrel after you, we wanted to interrogate you, to discover how to save our children and then destroy you. But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Free. Not while his master still lives. But he has perhaps earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr'Zar's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead. I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them. If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
We have no good choices.
There's so few of us left. Our strength was never numbers, but the bonds we share, and they are stronger than ever.
As long as we stand together, we can never be truly broken.
God, you're beautiful.
Then we should end it on our terms, not hiding in fear.
We let emotion cloud our judgment, and it almost doomed us. We need strategy and cool heads.
Should we fortify the camp? Wait for the vampires to strike here?
And let them marshal all their strength against us.
Every last bloodsucker.
I do not like our chances.
There'll always be more. They spread like locusts.
So we should
Time to get going.
just wait for the next wave.
Khazad-dûr's nest of serpents must be exterminated. Nothing less will do.
And if our children still live, what will happen to them if we attack? I share your fear. I cannot rush into their peace.
line. Fascinating. Aren't you... I knew there was a story here. The name's Lens, reporter with the Boulders Mouth Gazette. Care to do a quick interview? You, of course. News travels fast in this city, and after your exploits, you're quite the celebrity. This interview will be our biggest issue yet. It won't take more than 2 moments of your time. If you play your cards right, this could make the cover. I just need some extra details. So, you've arrived at Baldur's Gate. What's brought you here at a time like this? You're planning to indulge yourself in some of the darker corners of the city. No need to hide anything. We're all sinners by someone's yardstick. I imagine you've a need to let off some steam after your recent adventures in the shadow-cursed lands. My sources tell me you recently vanquished the fearsome General Ketheric Thorm. How did you manage that? I'm sure you were much more than that. You proved to be quite the thorn in his side. His absolutist friends can't be very happy with you. The cult's threat is far from extinguished. What's your plan of attack? Perhaps it could inspire some like-minded citizens to help your cause. You must have some strategy in mind. Gortash, maybe. You'll find me much harder to kill.
Still rolling in the muck, I see. You shed your secrets so easily. No matter. Your clumsy purpose is clear enough already. Gortash knows you are coming, knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
You work for the guild. Give them a piece of your mind. Owning your wife's ring.
Counting house. Terrible. Joking.
Let the kid come. He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
Right.
One of our red-cap cleaners alerted me. Well, he
to
threw
hire
a rock
all
at
the
me and
refugees.
said,
Just like that.
Of course. Cleaning, cooking, construction, the possibilities are endless.
We're lucky there's still decent folk about. Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. I made same way lots of us did. Trying to get away from the army of the Absolute. If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being on the run for Torm knows how long, wouldn't you? We will stay. For now. Thank you. And may Torm keep you. You're the first person in this city to have our backs. Thank you. Really?
To threaten us. To threaten the children. Cinta was trembling.
She'll be all right. She's a brave girl. We'll get through this.
She's not brave, Ben.
Now we don't have to leave. I'm gonna build a big house for all the rats.
Peace. What peace? Haven't you heard that army marching towards the city?
Better to be.
Homeless again.
We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
There's an army marching towards the city?
Better to be within its walls than without, Martha. At least here we stand a chance.
What a day. Simple.
Can't give up now.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Trap. Be cautious.
Be careful. There are traps about. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. There are traps about.
Hot foot. Place is trapped. Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
A trap. Time to dance.
Poor beast. It probably only wanted a cuddle.
A young cave bear. Killed
Trap.
and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
Careful, I might. Should be easy. Hardly the home of a sweet, generous soul. It might be worth looking into his donations. Who knows what he's been giving?
Hot foot. Place is trapped.
To threaten the children. Cinta was trembling.
No time to rest.
She'll be all right. She's a brave girl. We'll get through this.
She's not brave, Ben. She's just learned to stay silent to avoid causing trouble.
Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do. You're going to hire all the refugees.
How many red caps?
Just like that. More hand cleaning, cooking, construction. The possibilities are
How
endless.
many red caps are in?
What do you get out of this? Hmm? Well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the
Nearly
chance
there
to
now.
make a coin.
You can see the city. Up on the hill.
I see it. It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Aldarians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldarians. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere. They're beggars and criminals, and we won't have them.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
You're coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens.
Got you!
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. We're danger to all of us.
Diseases? Any one of them could be a spy for the absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these stuffy outlanders?
Donate. Do you know advice? If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks.
Is everything all right, Manip Nestor? Sir?
There's been a report of dangerous contraband in the donations, and we're going to check it out.
Why? All these goods have already been checked in.
I didn't ask for your opinion, Fist. Fall in and do your job.
Someone's rigged this place to the teeth.
You were right. Explosives. Now give me some room. I need to make sure the rest of these donations are safe. You try and find whoever is responsible for this. I thought this assignment was going to be dull. No such luck. Toys trapped to injure children. It's abominable. Who would do such a thing? This assignment was going to be dull.
Beggars and criminals, and we won't have them.
Nice to be in a crowd of normal people for once.
And I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
Really? These vagabonds, and don't give a rat's
I
ass.
prefer my company. Extraordinary.
Oh, thanks.
Don't thank me. Thank Gortash.
Excuse you? I didn't need that prick to make me who I am.
Oh, you're right, of course. Forgive me.
All good, Fangs.
Before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
Mark my words.
That's curious.
Never thought I'd feel sorry for a flock of pigeons.
Worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers.
Watch your back.
Looking ahead.
What's that?
Keep a blade close.
Best get going.
There's no point arguing with the guards.
I'm fine. You're the one who took the meeting.
I don't want to leave.
Inside the city.
I know, City, but we'll be safe in the wild.
Would everyone please stop going on about the app?
Get away with whatever they like.
Days in a jail cell. At least we'd have a
You
bed.
have my word.
What do you remember?
Mouse carefully. The weapon box.
Anything.
We were big. I'm shunned.
Nothing to do with this damage.
I don't care how big they are. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
Stelmane is dead. This does not bode well.
Ah, a new face. Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. I'll tell you, become a postmaster, Danzo.
You sense there's more to his anxiety than a few missing letters.
Oh, well, a personal matter, nothing serious. But you can understand if people think I can't even deliver my own letters, I'd be finished. Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much. You do that? Bring me the letter.
us talk to him. Please, if you could just...
We have the Duke's full support. For the good of the people.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? Us. I still love the sound of that. Can't get enough. I'm not surprised. I do rather like that.